Hello everyone and welcome to the Busy Mum Homestead. I'm Louise and today I am going to get all of these seedlings planted out that should have been planted out already, but I was struggling to get more soil. So yeah, these really need to go out today. So we've got all these, and what's left over here. Now some are planted but not doing very well, such as the oregano here. Spring onion and celery isn't doing very well either. The chives didn't grow, but we really need to get the rest of these tomato seedlings out, capsicum seedlings, as much as I can. I still think I've got way too many for the amount of pots that I have, but if I can get most of them out, that's my aim today, because it is already middle of December here, and in Tasmania we usually start getting frosts in March. Sometimes we can get a really cold one, so that doesn't leave much growing time for these to produce. So I really need to get them out if I'm to get anything from them. Last year, or this year I should say, the last season, last summer, we actually got really warm until April. So we were really lucky last year, but of course I didn't have plants in the ground then. So I'm kind of hoping that this year we have a late summer again, and it goes through to April, so that I can try and get as much out of these as possible. That's my hope. Okay, so that's a lot of pile of potty mix. Now this isn't the one that I said was really good. This is one from, Mitre 10, and it's just a couple of dollars cheaper a bag than the one that I was using. I can put a link to the other one that I was using. However, I planted a couple of plants in these last weekend, and sorry about the motorbike, they seem to be doing okay. So they've gone a week and they're doing okay, so I took the risk and bought some more in the hopes that it will be fine. I did buy a cheaper tomato and vegetable potting mix. It was like $6 a bag. Unfortunately, the plants that I planted with that, hang on, I'll show you. So these are the plants I did last weekend, and just ignore the zucchini. They were flowering in the little pot, and then I put them out here and they just haven't done very well, so I'm not including that pot. But this one and that one have all gone brown on the leaves. Now they are surviving, but they're not looking the healthiest. So, and that was the $6 tomato and vegetable potting mix, and I was really hoping that it looked really good, and I thought that it would be really good. Unfortunately, the plants don't seem to be loving it. It could also be from heat, I don't know. But I'm not taking the risk. I really want these plants to grow, so I decided to go with the other one. So the bags that I have are in this pot, and that's looking quite nice, and so is this tomato. So I think that even though I personally don't like the potting mix that much, it's got a lot of sand in it, I would prefer something with more organic matter. But at the end of the day, I've got a lot of pots to do, and I'm just trying to save myself a little bit of money and hope that that's okay. I would have liked to have bought the other one continuously, but going over to Bunnings too is such a nightmare sometimes because it's so busy. Yeah, so I'm crossing my fingers that these will all be fine. So I'm not going to make you watch me fill all of these pots. I have my seedlings out and they're in the shade up there, and I'm going to try and get as many as I can into pots. I know that I will run short, but wish me luck. I'll be back to show you how much I actually can get done. Well, I've done it. I'm exhausted. All of those bags are now into pots. So I've got all of these up the back there and there. Plus that black one here. This one has 2 corn in it. That's all that grew from seed, and some peas. And I did this pot of kidney beans as well. So I've actually done a lot of the really little pots just to move them on to something bigger for now. Basically as a backup, I guess. This is all capsicum and chilies. So that's how many I had, which is quite a lot. So I'm not actually sure. I think these capsicums will be fine left in these pots. These ones I might have to redo. But what I'm hoping is that some of those bigger pots, I'll hopefully just leave the plants in to grow. So this is what I have left. And these ones. So all up it's about 20 to 25 seedlings left of tomato plants. I'm not actually sure if I'll pot them up or what I'll actually end up doing with them, to be honest. I would love to try planting them all out, just because I know that pots are not ideal, and I've never got a huge crop from a pot before. So the more I have, I'm hoping the more I'll actually end up getting of tomatoes, but there is still quite a lot left. So in case any of these ones die, there'll be some spares, and then I guess I'll reassess in about a week or so and just see how these are all going, and what I need to do. Fingers crossed I'll actually get tomatoes ripe before the end of the season. All this hard work. Now, I'm not sure if I showed you this the other week. I wanted to show you. Sorry about my finger there. But this is the sauce tomato. Where am I? There. So these have got a few on them so far. So hopefully they're looking really good. I'm really excited. These are the long toms. So there's a couple coming on, which is really exciting. And these are the gross Liz. So there's a few coming on there too. Now this is the heirloom tomato, but there is no little tomatoes on it. So far this yellow one is disappointing. So I really hope that gets some tomatoes on it, since it's my son's favourite. And like I said, if anyone has any tips with these ones, let me know. Oh, I need all the help I can get with those ones. And isn't my capsicum looking very nice? And all the zucchini and squash is coming along. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave that there for now. That's a lot of pots. And yeah, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Hey everyone, so it's now 2 days later, and I didn't get to show you the garden up the other side, so I'll do that now. But before I do that, there's an onion ready here, which I'm going to pull. And this garlic is also ready. So I'm going to pull that. Put that down. Hang on. Oh. That was stuck in there. They're not very big. But anyway. There's also one around the other side. The birds have eaten the raspberries. So this one's also ready. they did get a water the other day, so they're a little bit damp. Now this one, oops, is not looking good. I might just pull them down here. There's so much grass in there, I don't even know. Oh my gosh, and that's so hard. Hang on, I might have to put this down. Okay, so one broke off, but it's a baby one, and this one is also very small, but I did expect that because they weren't really watered and had all that grass in there. But that's okay. They'll still taste good. So this is my side garden, so everything's coming along very nicely. I've just put the onions on the table that I just pulled. I've put 3 more pots of tomatoes down here. And we've got leftover pots of tomatoes and capsicum and chili. And when they get a bit bigger, I'll hopefully repot them because I don't think that pot's going to be big enough. I think they're only about a 10 centimetre pot, so probably nowhere near big enough. This one, the chamomile's doing really well. Might pull this onion, as well, just because it's gone all brown in there. I don't think there's any others that I can pull right now. They're all doing okay. And then over here I've got another 3 pots of tomatoes and another one, so hopefully they all do well. My sweet potatoes looking really nice. So back over here, the Bartoli beans are looking really healthy. They're looking really nice, so that's good. There's the broccoli, and there's still a couple of plants of carrots in there. This is the South Georgia, I think, candy roaster, and it's doing really well. So very happy with that. So we've got a cucumber in here that's now taking over from the capsicum. So I'm going to try and trail it down to the ground, I think, away from the capsicum. Over here is another 3 pots of tomatoes. And then over here is also the South Georgia candy roaster, and it's doing amazing. It's looking a bit worse for wear, but I'm not actually surprised because it's closest to the road and so cops the brunt of wind and sun and road pollution too, probably. So that needs a fertilizer. I didn't get to it yesterday. Now down here is some onions that are definitely ready to harvest. They fell over during the week. Oops, and I pulled the top off. So, and I think that's actually oregano growing in there because I planted some seeds of that and didn't do anything for ages, and now all of a sudden it's coming up. So I'm just going to pull all of these onions, which, sorry about the noise, are not very big. They're about golf ball size, so that's still okay. They're still onions. This is the golden nugget pumpkin, and it's doing quite nice, but I've just noticed there's a pea. Look at that. It's very thin. It's not ready yet. These are like sugar snap peas, so still got a little bit of growing to do, but that's so exciting. There's some peas on that. Looking very nice. And I don't know if you noticed, but over here we have some little babies forming. And there's one over in the back if I can get it. So I'm hoping they get pollinated. That's obviously a female flower, but I can't see any male flowers. I've got all female. So hopefully there's a male somewhere. I want them pollinated. That might be a male actually, but it's a different species. This is golden nugget, so yes. And this is the small sugar pumpkin, and it's doing really well. It's starting to actually vine off the sides, which is actually what I wanted with this one, because hopefully it doesn't grow too large. And that's a male flower, but again, different species. So I'm not sure whether I should cross-pollinate them. Anyway, this is my rose. Unfortunately, it took me 2 weeks to get this video, so I didn't take a video of this rose. It was absolutely stunning, but it's finished now. I'll cut that off. But if you go to my feed, you'll see I did post a photo, 2 photos of it, so you can go check that out. And that's my sweet potato again. So I'll take all these goodies inside and have them dry. And I just want to thank you for watching today. I really appreciate it. Having you along on this journey of self-sufficiency as much as I can in a small suburban backyard for now. My dream is to hopefully one day own a lot more than what I have now. But for now, this is what I have, and definitely making the most of it. So thank you for being along for the ride. And if you liked what I did today, I really appreciate a like, a comment, or even a subscribe if you feel free and willing. And I hope to take you along on this journey with me. Thank you. See you next week. Bye.